Hey Brian, Tyree, how you doing,
I'm
bro?
well, man. How are you?
My first question is like, what is it about Kakalaki, North Carolina, that I mean, we got Aldis and Edwin Hodge and Patina Miller, Pam Grier, Zach Galifianakis, all and you, of course, that's bringing all these great actors out the water. I mean, you go a little bit south, you had the late great Chad Boseman in South Carolina, but
All right.
what is that? What I mean, how are you guys identifying and finding opportunities in Hollywood from a city that's not necessarily known for Hollywood?
Man, one, I think there's something in the water. That's one. And then two, I think, I don't know, when you come from a place that really let you be who you are, you know what I'm saying? When you come from a place where you have a sense of connection, it's not hard to go out and like just be yourself and just try to find those other people that reflect you back to you, you know what I mean? Like there's a thing about being from the South where it's like there's just an authenticity that you can't fake, right? Like the South will smell you out. Like we'll know if you're from there and if you're not, and it's always a part of you. But what also happens in the South is that you can always get trapped into only knowing people from the South. You want to branch out, you want to see other things. There's a sense of exploration that happens, a sense of migration that happens. And I think that that's a testimony to why we're able to do what we want to do, like where there's a sense of identity, you know what I mean? There's a sense of longing for something else as well. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I love the connection. I love the connection. I just, I never thought of it that way. I never really thought about that. But yeah, man. I mean, there's a sense of groundedness when you're from the South. You kind of got to know who you are, and you kind of got to be okay in your skin. You gotta really be able to be all right with being you.
Got you a nice truck.
Yeah, not anymore.
How long have you been doing this?
Just now, I don't know. It's not mine.
When the last time you changed the oil in it?
I don't know.
All right. It's all right. Hey, Santiago! You can wait inside. You got in there. Yeah. So, probably just a carburetor. If it is, I can just get that part on eBay. It ain't that hard to find. It may take a while to get here. In a hurry?
I don't know how long I'll be here. How much is it gonna cost?
Maybe about 350, phone plus labor. Maybe more if we get in there and find it needs some more work.
I don't know if I want to fix it. It's not even mine. It's.
I don't know now that. I mean, that's a nice truck. Okay, how about you just leave it here with us? And when I get the part, I'll call you for an estimate, yeah?
I don't know my number.
I mean, it's just business.
No, I really don't know my number.
And I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, but you
Uh-oh.
as an actor, you feel like you feel more like kinship, like anybody's cousin, instead of like more glossy. Like I feel like black people at least look at you and relate to you like, oh, I know somebody that's this guy.
That's the best compliment I've ever gotten in my life, man. I have to be honest with you. That's why I do it. That's literally why I do it. I grew up. I was raised by the television. I'm not gonna lie. I'm an '80s baby, '90s kid, and I was raised by the television, and I never really got to see anybody that felt like family. I mean, like with the exception of like a different world and like the emergence of black cinema in the '90s and whatnot. I never really felt like there was somebody that was talking to me. And so in that sense, when anytime that I take a part, that's kind of what I want people to feel when they leave away, that they feel like I'm talking to them, or they feel like it's not muscle. They feel like it's somebody that they truly relate to. Because I know these people, that was a big part of why I loved playing Alfred. Because I was like, well, you know, I used to roll up to the drive-through a cookout with Alfred. You know what I mean? Like I know he's everybody. He's somebody's cousin. He's somebody's best friend. He's somebody's brother. We all know him.
Yeah.
And so I just always come from a place of wanting to portray these men as people that we know. And if you don't know them, you should want to know them after you see them. So that's a great, that compliment means a lot, man. You have no idea how much that just like knocked me out. I appreciate that.
Speaking of Alfred, I mean, even with this script, I wonder like what's your process of deciding on what projects to take? Because I mean, you've done a lot of great projects. I mean, Bill Street, and of course,
Thank you.
everything in Atlanta. But when you read the scripts, like when you read Snipe Hunt or when you read Causeway, where in the script do you like really bite into it? Do you have to get all the way through the story?
No, I don't. I rarely get through them all the way. There's something that kind of speaks to me, and I know it's gonna sound kind of like hokey, but you know, you can feel it. You can absolutely feel it because I think for the long game, I'm like, is this somebody that I'm gonna be able to like lay down with at night and be okay? Is this somebody that I'm going to be able to look in the mirror and not really hate this mug? You know what I mean? Like, am I going to truly be able to feel something for this person? And you can usually tell that within the first 5 pages, honestly. You can usually tell before you even get to the second act if it's somebody that you really care about. Because in essence, it's really hard for me to play anything that I don't care about. And I know what the other side of that looks like. I know what it's like to do it for the money and to do it for notoriety. I've known that and know that it never helps me grow and makes me feel good about the choice I made. So I've made a personal decision to let them talk to me, to let the character tell me if it's something that, and I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Like you can truly tell, if you're in tune enough, if this character is something that really speaks to you. And every man that I've played so far has definitely said something to me. So yeah, that was a big thing of why I took Causeway, because James was unlike somebody I had seen before. There was there was something to him, man. I really wanted him to be cared for, because within the pages, that's kind of what was coming through, is that he was yearning for a connection from somebody. And also, I love where they're from, right? Like that's my favorite thing, is like, well, what is the land that created them? Where did they start? What's the connection to it? Who are they? Are they the representatives of this place? Were they born and raised there? Did they leave? Did they do like, and because in essence, they have to reflect me at the same time, you know? And so there's an exposure that happens, but I'm not afraid of it. I really want it to feel like people feel like they are literally watching somebody that they know from around the block.
Well, I want you to know, like when you are on screen, I'm rooting for you. Like people are rooting for Kevin Durant or Kyrie or LeBron. I'm always rooting for you on screen, man, because I feel the connection, and Causeway is great, but that Snipe Hunt was something
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man.
Keep on doing your thing, brother. I keep on cheering.
All right, man. Take care.